All right, guys, let's look at our paper. Let's see. Which ones did I do? Let's go to let's look at number 3. No, look at number 5. Number 5. All right. Number 5. Yeah. Say, let me talk, man. You and TJ. All right. All right, guys. So what we got the absolute value of negative 7v divided by 5 equals 3. All right. Guys, this is probably one of the easiest thing we've done this year, probably. All right. Now, what you're trying to do, is you're trying to get your absolute values by itself. That's what your ultimate goal is. All right. Now, so how do I get this? How do I clear this fraction here? Multiply it by 5, right? Multiply it by 5. All right. Now, this what happens to the fives here? They cancel. All right. Leaves me with the absolute value of negative 7v equals 15. Now, guys, notice that the absolute value bars in the term inside of it's by itself. Once you get it by itself, this is what you do. You drop the absolute value bars and set that equal to a positive 15, and you set it equal to a negative 15. Okay? So what you do, you drop the absolute value bars and you set it equal to a positive C value. It's called a C value, and you set it equal to a negative C value. All right, and all you do is solve. That's V equals negative 15 over 7, and then divide by negative 7. That's V equals 15 over 7. Let's leave it as a fraction. Two answers, yeah. Yes. All right. Let's look at one that's more, it's got a little more to it. Let's do number 3 because I need to show y'all something. Okay. Now, guys, one thing you have to remember, absolute value is the distance from 0. Now, think about this just a minute as a little side note. All right. Now, guys, ask yourself, how far is 2 from 0? 2, right? 2 units. We'll call those units. 2 units. Yeah. All right. Now, guys, how many units from 0 is negative 2? That's a distance, right? Remember, it's the distance from 0. Can you have a negative distance? That is also 2 units. Okay. So, guys, what I did this tell you this: you cannot have a negative. You cannot have a negative distance or negative displacement. So, anytime you have absolute value, it has to be a positive number. Okay. So, and the reason I'm telling you this to show you this. So, to get my absolute value bars by itself, I'm going to add 8 to both sides. That becomes a minus 3, negative 3. Now, so what I've got the absolute value. Now, guys, no matter if I put a positive or negative number here, what's it always going to be? Positive. Absolute value, no matter what you put in this absolute value bar, it's going to be a positive number. Is there any way to get a negative number if I put something inside absolute value? No. This is what they call an empty set. You might call it empty set as just 0 with a slash mark through it. Or No solution. So, guys, if you've got absolute value and it equals a negative number, now you have to have your absolute value bars by itself, okay? And it's equal to a negative number, it is no solution, okay? Make sure it's by itself though. It's a damn microphone. You can't figure that out, man? I'm not listening to anything. I would say it, but I can't because it's recorded. I'm on the phone with your mama. I snorted if y'all heard that. I'm sorry. All right. Now, so what we're going to do here, guys, what we're going to do now, guys, the first thing you need to do here, remember, you need to leave the absolute value to the very end, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add 7 to both sides. That's negative 5. My face is what's so funny. All right. I know what's wrong with y'all. I know what's wrong with you, but I can't say it on camera. I'll tell you in a minute. All right, now the next thing I'm going to do, now guys, don't those are not parentheses. You're not going to distribute that, okay? You're going to divide. That's being negative 5 times the absolute value. You're going to divide both sides by negative 5. All right, now these cancel. That's the absolute value equals positive 16. All right, now I've got the absolute value by itself. Okay, what's my next step? If I get my absolute value bars by itself, what's the next step? You're going to take the inside, not 15, 1 minus 5x equals positive 16. And then it's going to be 1 minus 5x equals negative 16. All right. Now, we're going to subtract 1 from both sides. That is negative 5x equals 15. TJ, move right here. No, just move right here. Yeah, man, you're talking. You better be glad your damn asshole don't run like your mouth. You shit yourself to death. Be all right. All right. So that'll be x equals negative 3. Then subtract 1 from both sides. You got to have a positive c and a negative c. All right. So that is x equals, now, negative divided by negative is positive. Those are your two answers. Anybody have any questions? Probably. I don't know. You gonna what? All right. Anybody want to do another one? Let's do 19. Yes. I didn't call you that. I said, I said, if your asshole run like your mouth, you would shit yourself to death. Because you don't ever stop talking. I bet you don't ever fart because you don't hold up the damn mouth long enough to build up pressure. You talk all the time. You talk all the time. Huh? Yeah, I can't handle that. All right. Now, y'all let her in real quick. All right. Now, what's my first step, guys? No. Don't distribute. Yeah, add 4. Got it. All right, cool. Did you square your radius? Look, yeah, you did. 225, 49. Yeah, and you put your pi back. Yeah, that's right. Yep. All right. So, guys, what that gives me is negative 10, absolute value negative 6m plus 10 equals negative 20. Then you're going to divide by negative 10. Guys, do you ever distribute here? No, don't distribute. It's just, the answer is going to be a 0 there. Mm-hmm. Equals 2. Now, when I drop my absolute value bars, what do I have to do? You're going to set 1 equal to positive 2, and you're going to set 1 equal to negative 2. Because remember, absolute value is a distance from 0. 2 and negative 2 is the same distance from 0, right? Okay, so now, the guy's 4/3 is reduced, and negative divided by negative is positive. So that's 4/3. You subtract 10. That gives me m equals 2. Now, guys, I showed the second period how to plug this in the calculator to make sure your answers are legit answers. I'm gonna show you that real quick. Okay, so guys, everybody realizes this is our original equation. Okay, when I got boxed around. Okay, now we got a solution of 4/3 and positive 2. Okay, now here's what you're gonna do. All right, so you're going to put the left side in the calculator. So here's how you do it. So it's negative 4 minus 10. You can do anything in the calculator if you know how to do it. All right, now, guys, a lot of people don't know where absolute value is. if you go to the math key underneath the alpha key, if you hit math and you hit the right arrow key over the number, absolute value is the first entry. So you press enter, okay? And then it's -6. Now, guys, we don't have an M. We've got an X. Enter, because it's the very first thing. It's the very first entry under number, under the math key. Okay? And the new operating system makes it a whole lot easier. Now, guys, now what I've done, I haven't stored my X value yet, so I'm just going to hit enter. Now this is not our answer. So let me show what we're going to do. Now, you've got your equation in there, right? You've got this equation in there. Now you got to store your X value. Okay? Let me show you how to do that. All right. My first answer is 4/3. Here's how you do it. Huh? What I was telling you guys, we got to store our X value. That is not our answer right here. Okay, that's because everybody's X is stored different. I'll show you how to store the right X value. You got to store your X value. So, guys, 4/3 is one of our answers, right? 4/3. So here's how you're gonna do it. Now, guys, everybody's probably got. If you're following along, Dylan, bring me that phone up here. If you're following along, everybody's got a different number on the screen because you got a different X value. Now, so 4/3, 4 divided by 3. Now, how to store it? There's a button right here that says STO with the arrow key. It's right above the on key. Hit that. Now, don't forget to press enter. It won't store it. Press enter. Wait, got syntax. Hold on, let me see what's 4/3. Hold on a minute. Go to. Oh, I know what it is. You got to hit stored as X. My fault. So here we go. Do it again. 4/3 stored as X, and then press enter. All right. Just leave it right there. Now, Now, guys, remember we typed in that big equation? Don't type that equation in again. Just let the calculator do the work for you. All right. If I hit second enter, it brings up my last entry. All right. Well, that's not the right one, so I'm going to do it again. Second enter. There we go. If I hit second enter, guys, it brings up my last entries. Okay. You might have to hit second enter a couple times. There's my equation. There's my equation. Okay. Now, if I'm right, this needs to equal the right side, -24. There we go. So does that tell me it's right? Yes. Now, somebody had 4/3 and stored as X in there somewhere down the line. Now, our other X value is 2, so we're going to store that X value. 2 stored as X. Make sure you press enter. It won't store it. 2 stored as X. Now, are we going to type that big equation back in? No, don't do that. That's too much work. Second enter. Second enter. Notice it brings it right back up. You've already stored 2 as X, so it's going to use that X value now. -24. So, guys, that will let you know that your equations or your answers are right. Now, guys, that's a good way to check for what do you call it, extraneous solutions. Okay, it's a good way to check it. Does anybody need to see any more? They're pretty simple. All right, I'm gonna let you guys do the rest. Does anybody not finish their benchmark? Okay. If you did not finish your benchmark, go ahead and grab a computer and work on it. You can do the absolute value stuff later.